of other things that I have to set up for it. Hey, I'm live. Let's go. All right. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, let people start rolling in here. I'm gonna move this. Well, I don't really have to even move it over there. I'm over here with X. I've got my X up. That's fine. Um, so Um, just so you guys know, and for the recording, we're here live at CJF, CJN Friends server. It's the community server for Citizens Journalism Network and IBC Group, which is the marketing slash like venture capital slash like incubation arm of like the entire ecosystem that we have. So we've got CJN for media, stuff like that, and then we've got IBC for marketing and stuff like that. That's pretty much how we operate here, right? And most of the efforts in the community go towards supporting our clients in some way, shape, or form, whether it's AMAs, whether it's events and like promotion and stuff like that, or if we're just doing giveaways and getting awareness out there for the clients that do tend to pop through. So this is what we do, right? Um, every week we have three events. Today's event is Creators Corner. This is something that we typically do around this time. The times will vary depending on my availability and what's going on outside of just the events and me being a host here. Um, but yeah, we're here typically every week, 3 days a week right now. This week might be four. We have to see what's happening with that. And we run contests every week, so you can participate in the event itself if you're here for at least 50 or 60% of the um, attendance or participation like time for the stage. You get entered into a giveaway. There's $30 that I typically give away every day. I give away $10 to three people in the audience, and I that's my way of giving back for your attention. I appreciate the attention. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. I try to give you guys as much value and education as I can, and I try to give a little bit of monetary rewards at the same time. So there's that. We have the events. We have the campaigns, which we'll do like contests each week. I'm going to be adding that into the bot as well, guys. So there's going to be some of that. What's up, Game It? There's going to be some of that where now you'll be able to use commands to submit your content instead of having to submit it in the portfolio. And then I will have a list and history of everybody's content that has been submitted and when, right? Now, I may also be able to start, yeah, um, and that way I can also do metrics and stuff as well. There's a lot of options that I will have for you guys to yo, Joel, thank you, buddy. I want to do things that'll kind of like show your efforts and show your growth as well, because I think that you guys have been doing amazing. Some of you guys are still rough around the edges. Some of you guys still just give me AI slop, and that's kind of tying in a little bit to what we're talking about today. Just so you guys know, that's going to tie into today's topic. Um, when you have to realize like what stage you're at when you're a creator, right? Like if you're in the beginning stage and you're still not doing things great, or you're still having issues with formatting, you still have trouble with like what type of content or media to add to your content even. Like these are all things that you can yeah, welcome in, bud. Hey Jay, what's up, brother? These are all things that you can like it's all mental, right? A lot of it's mental, a lot of it's education and like grasping certain concepts. And the way I approach content creation in a lot of ways is like English 101 in essence. Right? I mean, you've got the tools for like media and stuff like that. You've got Gemini for graphics creation. You've got uh Gemini or Grok or ChatGPT, which allows you to format or structure or get ideas or brainstorm. You should never use it as a tool to replace yourself, right? That's something that we've all covered in the past multiple times. AI does not replace thoughtful work towards um, actually doing the work, right? Like you guys should never rely on it completely for your content creation purposes. AI is amazing. It's super helpful. It's useful, and I'll be the first person to say that AI is useful AF. Okay, but it should never replace you, and you should never think that you can just use it to generate content after content after content. For one, you're always going to have it. Yo, what's up, Clover? You're always going to have it slip where you end up using it to create content. And then you start to get to the point where, hey, Meg, nice. Congratulations. 146.3K. That's crazy. For some reason, I can't click your name from the web browser because I'm on desktop. So just a heads up. But that's the thing, game it. Like people expect authentic content, right? So even if you're using AI to craft content, um, it you should do it in a way that matters, right? Like I need to look up. I gotta look and see for some fucking slop content here. You know, like I need to see some slop content to really show you guys. The problem is I don't follow any slop content creators. So like this, right? These dashes, right? If I copy this dash, right, and then I do a regular dash, they're different, right? They're different, and you can tell that they're different. They look different to you. They look weird because you're not used to seeing those dashes because most people will never use those dashes. But you know what uses those dashes a lot? AI. And if people consider the posts that you're posting to be AI, they're going to be more adverse to your content, whether it's good content or not, right? So like I catch you guys doing it all the time too, Joel. Um, see something like this, like you can see the difference, right? You like one of the telltale things can tend to be emojis in weird ways, right? This one's not bad. This one might have just been him doing it, right? But like when you have weirdly placed emojis or weird structures for emojis, double emojis, long M dashes or long dashes that people don't typically use, it certain ways that the post is structured or certain ways that the post Rich for Nikita to blame InfoFi platforms for bots and spam when X's own creator incentives have completely destroyed the quality of replies. Wrong replies don't count anymore, only home timeline impressions. Ooh. That's actually something interesting to check out how that works now. Oh, that's the wrong one. Analytics, monetization? Where's monetization? No. Where the fuck did it go? Am I just looking past it? Is that what it is? Am I just derpy? Um, Analytics finally hit the 1 mil in 3 months, aiming for five. Um, I'm looking forward for that. Finally get monetized. I've put it off long enough, so I should be there pretty soon. I'm starting to focus more on doing that now. Ugh. For all of you new guys who have come in, I see a lot of you have slowly strolled your way into the conversation, into the stage. So what I will say is make sure you guys are starting your profiles. Slash, just go to slash select role, or no, not slash select role. What the hell am I doing? Select role channel. Make sure that you are filling out your profiles. Starting next week, if you do not have a profile with your Twitter, your TG, and your EVM wallet, you will not be included in giveaway opportunities. This is something that I'm doing to make it fair for everybody. I want to make sure real people are participating. We're going to be cracking down on some of the Sybils because we know that they're here. We just there's not been a good way to track that and make sure that like we're not we have like I'm catching them all. So I'm starting to work on ways to improve that as well, guys. So just a heads up, and for those of you who are out there sibling, get fucked. Um, but yeah, so I am not shy about it whatsoever, guys. You know that if you're gaming the system, get fucked. So we're gonna move on from that though. So yeah, like AI is a great tool, right? Um, the hell are you doing, Meg? Where are you? Are you at like a children's toy store or something? Jeez. Um, but yeah, so we're 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 moving towards like more automation. We're moving towards more opportunities. We're moving towards better infrastructure for these events and giveaways and everything. So part of that is the profile. Um, Now, if my squirrel brain can get back on track, we're gonna be doing a little more around like the mentality, right? When you guys start off as creators, and some of you even now as creators, you realize that your content isn't the best, that it's difficult to get started, that it's tough, that it feels shitty when you start off, right? And with anything that's like creatively, artistically geared, usually that's the feeling that you get. That's just how it is. When you first start off with these things, you feel like you have the worst content in the world. You feel like you're not interesting. You feel like that you're never going to grow or that you're never going to make it anywhere. And realistically, guys, for some people, that is the case. That is the case. But it's not because they didn't try, or it's not because they tried and failed, usually. It's because they thought that it was going to be an easy task. They thought that they're just going to post content and that it's going to be amazing. They're going to make so much money. They're going to become an influencer. They're going to become a KOL. They're going to do streams. I still stream to one or two people. I still stream to an audience of me sometimes, right? Most of that isn't because I don't stream or I don't have good content or I'm not funny, and fuck you guys who say I'm not, damn it. But it's because I haven't put the effort into building up my streaming platform in ways that I could. It's because I haven't monetized on X because I haven't put in the effort to monetize on X, right? I get great views sometimes. I get amazing views sometimes. And some of my posts do really good with engagement. I get decent like reposts. And this is aside from the Zeely shit. Because yes, some posts I amplify with Zeely based on my job here and the fact that we are promoting something for a client or whatever. This is what you do in marketing, right? Like you use every available utility or tool that you have to get messaging out around whatever it is that you're trying to support or promote or amplify, right? So as a creator, I don't use any of those tools. Welcome in, Bobby. Nice to see you, buddy. As a creator, I don't use Zeally. I don't use paid giveaways. Um I don't do the I did do the follow for follow at one point, but I don't do the follow for follow. If somebody follows me and they're interesting or they're part of the community or something like that, yes, I will follow them back. I don't bot my account, anything like that. Like it's just not my it's not my deal, right? I've always wanted to do it in a sustainable way in like just building up an audience of people who are gamers, an audience of people who are into politics or talking about technology. Like I've started seeing a lot more on my timeline about like AI vibe coding and stuff. You know, like um I like I try to trend my algorithm for what I want to participate in so that it makes it easier for me to participate in things, right? Like one of my trending timeline things was something that popped up from some dude that was like, "Hey, if you're making less than 10K, if you're not making 10K a month, or if you're making 10K a month, you're barely surviving." And I thought that dude was on friggin' blow. I mean, like realistically, you got to be nuts to sit there and think that 10K isn't enough to survive on. Doesn't matter what city you're in. You can be in New York City, you can be in San Francisco, you can survive at the very least survive on 10K a month. And if you're not living comfortably, you're living outside of your means. Like I with 10K a month, I can eat steak and friggin' lobster, all right, instead of ramen noodles and chicken. You know, like 10K a month is like prohibitively. It's not prohibitive. It's more than majority of people make day to day working regular jobs, 40 hours to 60 hours a week. All right. So like I posted on that and I got something like 150K views, 160K impressions in two days. You can do this. You can, so long as you put like real thought and effort into whatever you're commenting on. Yeah, I know you did, Joel. A lot of you did. It was crazy, dude. I don't know what that guy is on, bro, but like if you're going to sit there and tell me that like you can't live on 10K a month, you've got a problem. Bro, and I'm fine with that. I'm from Pennsylvania. I live in a cheaper area for sure. But like realistically, even for me, uh, with like I live on like a quarter of that budget every month, and I survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I survive. I may not eat the best, I may not have the nice car or anything like that, but I survive, okay? Like I'm not starving apparently, right? Like I'm not like I'm online. I have video games. I have technology like I'm not broke, but like I'm also not doing great because I'm not on a higher end. But if I had 10K a month, bro, fuck, man, I could put half of that away and never even think about it. You know, like fucking 5K a month is enough for me to be comfortable. And this guy's talking about he needs twice that? Bro, you've got a spending issue. But, but anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Luna, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Um, I'm starting to get a second wind now. I was tired. I actually broke night last night to stay up and work my way into a better sleep schedule. Um, Coop, new dad, fucking guy. I remember when it was like being a new dad. It was great. For real, bro. Like people just don't know how to live. It's like, oh, I make 6K a month. Let me go get a mortgage that's 3K a month. Bro, get out of here. Well, I forget which region you're from too, though, Arsh. So like, region matters, but like even in the US, 10K a month for me, I could put away over half of what I am making every month and be fine. We're all perpetually tired. Life is perpetually tiring, Luna. Why? Why must it be so tiring? Yo, what's up, Adam? What your algorithm has failed you today? What, on X or on YouTube? Because if it failed you by finding me, then I'm sorry, buddy. But shit happens. Thanks for joining it. um, I appreciate your patronage to my channel. It is much appreciated. But yeah, the algorithm's been rough lately too. Like I get so much random garbage on my timeline. It's kind of crazy. I get a lot of people that I enjoy though as well. Like Eleni's one of the Nobody Guild. We all participate in a guild for Web3. Oh yeah, you're welcome to follow Luna. You don't have to. I appreciate your support. Like I don't expect anybody to subscribe. A lot of it I do because I like to be able to share information to as many people as I possibly can. And if people find it valuable, then like I'm happy if at some point like what I share, what I do, the games I play, shit like that, if that all eventually comes around and affords me to have a living, then I would be happy as hell because then I could do shit that I love instead of like you know what? I love doing the community work too though, guys. Like I'm not going to lie. Being here with you guys and sharing with you guys and helping you guys learn and grow and seeing your progression as you start off as newer content creators and moving into like more well refined content creators brings me joy. Like, oh no, am I rugging? It's probably you, Luna. It's probably you. Oh, wait, that's my Docker. That's not. Let me see. No, I should be good. I think I'm good anyway. I don't know if I'm good, but I think I'm good. All right. Well, at least it's not me. Sorry, Luna. You're rugging. You're rugging. Um. Oh, who's this? Oh, I haven't seen Isan in forever. Um. But yeah, guys. So back to the topic, right? When you start off, right, initially you're going to have an issue with confidence, right? Mentality is a lot of it. You're gonna feel like you have to post about things that are trending. You're gonna feel like you have to make a post a day or whatever, right? When you start off, it doesn't really matter. Like your posts, you're posting to an audience of none when you start off, right? You're not posting to like a well-established audience. You're not posting to a group of people that already know what your content's about and like you. You're posting out into the ether. Now, it helps when you have the blue check mark because you get a little more exposure. If you get really good engagement on a post initially because somebody saw it and liked it, or a lot of people saw it and liked it, then you get pushed out harder. So your regular original like posts, OPs could do well. But typically in the beginning, you're starting off, you're trying to get people to find you. You're trying to find people that are interested in the same things. So you find large accounts to post on, right? You find large accounts to post on. You trend your algorithm the right way, and you hopefully start to make a following based on things that you like, right? Um, like I'm a foodie. I'm fat. You guys see that. I enjoy my food. I like cooking. I like food stuff in general. Like these are all things that I enjoy. So I found this guy's post the other day. He's got a decent following. I turned noties on for him, and he's got some amazing food. Yes, we work to enjoy food. That's exactly what it is. Because that's about all my friggin' budget can afford nowadays anyway. But like I'm looking at this as like a stir fry. What is that? Chicken or beef? It looks like it looks like beef to me, but or maybe it might be pork. I don't know. Once the glaze is on there, it's difficult. I don't. That might not be beef though. I don't know what it is. Um, what is this? Looks amazing. Stir fry with some sweet sauce, like rice for sure. White, plain is fine. Soak up the juices and yum. Or a good like lo mein noodle. They soak up pretty well too. All right. So and then I post on it, right? Like that's how you do it. Yeah, stir fried beef and broccoli. Oh yeah. Clover's a bot. Clover's a bot. 30 minutes of sleep a year. He's recharging for 30 minutes a year. He's a bot. But make sure that you're taking the time to try to grow your audience. Grow your audience, build it up. When you start to make posts more regularly, make it about trending topics, yes, but make it about trending topics that you're interested in. If you don't give a shit about AI, don't make a post about AI because that's going to trend your algorithm to AI, right? If you're not interested, and I'm saying if you're not, because if you're not interested in something, don't make a ton of posts about it. Okay? Because you're going to trend your algorithm to something that you don't like. You're not going to have fun creating content. You're going to be miserable. People aren't going to enjoy your content as much, especially if you're not an AI guy, you're not going to be able to speak the lingo, right? That's like if I started trying to target a Nigerian audience, right, guys? And I started trying to talk pigeon and shit. Like I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm going to make no sense to people. People are going to be looking at my post like, what the hell are you doing? And they're not going to pay attention to me, right? It goes the same way for a lot of other things, like any other topic, realistically. If I'm posting about blockchain, right? And like I'm posting a bunch of shit and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about or if it's misinformation or anything like that, people are not going to want to follow me, right? Unless they just want to talk shit about whatever it is I'm posting, which is entirely likely too. Um, I mean, you could do the parody account route. You can do the commentary account route and just be some idiot on the internet who doesn't know what they're talking about but commenting on everything. That works because it pisses a lot of people off. It gets a lot of engagement because people sit there, they look at it, and they go, "Oh my God, this guy's an idiot. What are you talking about? Why would you say something like that?" Blah 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 blah. Like when I post on political stuff, I'm not the most well versed in politics, right? I'm not, but I have my opinions on it. I'm more center leaning. I lean left more though than right. I don't give a shit about the red and blue arguments and all that other stuff. So like my whole thing, okay, is that I don't I don't like things that are happening in our country based on things that are happening with one the administration and two the legal frameworks and like what they're doing with like ICE and calling in friggin' army to stand at the ready without a request from local government. Like talking about taking over a country, taking land away from another country because of whatever crazy idea he has that we need Greenland when we have millions of acres of unused land in the US. I mean, realistically, Montana has a similar climate probably. Go take over Montana and make that your data center AI bullshit, right? You don't need to go take over a whole nother country for it, right? So, like when it comes to a lot of the things that are happening, I have my opinions based on them. I may not be the most well versed on it, but if I see a post about it, I comment on it. And I comment my genuine opinions and my feelings. And you know what? If somebody comes out and gives me information that is accurate, because most people don't know what the hell they're talking about, um, gives me information that's accurate, and it's enough information that I can like change my views. I've my views are happy to shift. Prove me wrong, bro. Like the Charlie Kirk way, right? Um, my point is that focus on the things that you want on your timeline. Focus on the type of people that you want following you. That's who you base your account followings off of. That's who you base um the reply guy aspect on, right? Like you pick the accounts that are going to benefit you the most and align the best with your interests. So that gives you the opportunity to have the most effect on your account and reply guy effectively and properly. Just saying one word in a reply is not reply guy. Spamming in a reply is not a reply guy. Going to ChatGPT and looking up a really quick a thing that you could say about the topic is not a reply guy. Um, realistically, that's just a quick way to get like ignored by people. When I post anything from AI, I usually post it directly, but usually it's research. So I'll be like, "Hey, ChatGPT copy paste here," and I'll copy paste it, right? And I'll put it in quotation marks or whatever, so that like people know what I'm directly quoting AI from for or whatever. So it gives me enough opportunity to still be authentic, have my own messaging, but then at the same time be like, hey, this is what I got from ChatGPT about the issue with Minnesota and how they prevented oversight from happening in their ice facility, which is technically illegal. So like yeah, and then that helps me cite sources, that helps me cite statutes and codes and stuff like that. So I use that like that, and most people don't seem to care about it that I use it like that because the rest of my post is me, and they see that. Like they see the difference in the wording, they see the difference in like the tone and the structure and stuff like that. So I don't stress too much about it. Ooh, yeah. Like I said, a little bit tired today. But yeah, guys. So when it comes to the mentality, make sure that you're not beating yourself up too much over it in the beginning. You're gonna suck. Your content's gonna suck. Nobody's gonna want to watch. Nobody's gonna want to read. Nobody's in your following already for you to have watch or read, right? So realistically, it's gonna be tough starting off. But as you start to expand, as you start to grow, your algorithm develops. You start to get quality followers for those areas. You hop on spaces, you talk to people, you get followers. If people liked your responses and your conversation, like follow like you'll grow. And then as you grow your following based on your interests, you'll have something to say on your platform regarding those interests. Okay? Anybody have any questions or anything at this moment? Like, do you guys want to ask anything? We've talked about a little bit so far. Um, I don't want to like exclude questions if you guys have any questions. If you guys want help with anything specifically, if there's something that I can potentially derail on, I'm happy to derail. Luna is a vampire. I see you typing Arsh. I'll wait for your comment and then we'll continue. Or I can continue while I wait for the comment. It's not that big a deal, right? But mentality is probably one of the biggest things. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it stop you. The path is long. It's a tiring path. It's a hard, difficult like progression from 0 to 10,000, from non-monetized to monetized, from quality and like lack of quality in content to quality content. If you guys participate day day in and day out, set aside an hour or two, do your reply guy every couple of days, make an original post. Don't try not to like and repost a shit ton. Like don't do Zeely questing on your main account because that can potentially ruin your account. There's a lot of things that you guys can really think about as be thoughtful about how you're trying to be a creator. Be thoughtful about what you're trying to create. Be thoughtful about building your brand and be intentional with what you do, right? Because that'll like your consistency, your being there on a day-to-day basis is going to go a lot further than just showing up periodically. You being on spaces and being a real person tends to also get you trending pretty well. Um, which war crime? The war crime of kidnapping a world leader from their friggin' country? Like, well, not a world leader, but a foreign leader. That's crazy. See that's something that I just saw on where the hell was it? Nikita's post, I think. There was a post that I just saw. Where the frig is it? Nope. That's Codex. That's that. No. Okay. Um, I can't find it. But he said that only impressions from timeline stuff counts, which is weird because I didn't think that was how it was. Um, no, it was maybe it was the Nikita post. I don't know. No, I don't think it was the Star Platinum post, JK. This one was one that we saw while we were here. Um, let's see what this says though. Because it says 5 million impressions. It doesn't say exactly which impressions you need, right? Let's see what Grok says. Damn, bro's going in on that list. Hmm. He's right. Consistency without identity is just organized invisibility. I guess that would be accurate as well. Ooh. That looks like a stew. That's definitely rice territory. I wouldn't do noodles with that. Okay, impressions now only count from verified premium users viewing your content directly in their home timeline. So your replies count, but they only count if they're viewing something from their timeline. Impressions on replies no longer contribute to earnings unless the reply itself surfaces in users' home timelines by algorithmic promotion. This change aims to prioritize quality content over reply farming or spam. The phrasing of your question, if you check this monetization eligibility, all impressions on your content, including replies, likely still contribute to that threshold, as official docs don't exclude them there. So yeah, we're still good for getting to monetization, but then the money that you earn only comes from timeline fed, like impressions that are gained. So that's something that I would keep in mind as you go, because you'll be putting your effort in places that don't matter. So grow your account, get your monetization, continue to grow your account. Make sure that you're posting quality content that's going to be seen, and you'll be fine, dude. Um, oh, 1 second, guys. Trying to look at the facts. All right. So on that note, again, make sure that you guys aren't letting the today's kind of focus is mental, right? Don't let the mental get you down. Don't Once you do start to trend and once you do start to get popular, don't forget the people that helped shore you up. I've got multiple people like that in my corner. I've got multiple people like that in my life when it comes to like my content creation and the things I post and stuff like that. I like friggin' Pixie Van's always around when she sees my stuff. She posts Meg, Eleni. I've got the friends at Nobody. I've got you guys. Like I get a lot of love from everybody when it comes to my posts, and I appreciate that because all you guys help me keep pushing content out. If I get people see my content, they like my content, it's an emotional incentive for me to continue to do it. Um, yeah, I mean I have the most interesting content all the time. Some of my stuff may be dry, some of my stuff may be boring, some of my stuff may be nerdy and you may not understand it, but I post what I want. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't expect everybody to like my stuff. I don't expect everybody to get like my thoughts and stuff because we're all different. But if somebody wants to discuss my thoughts, if somebody wants to tell me why they didn't like what I did, I take that as feedback because it gives me the opportunity to learn and grow, right? Not as oh, this guy just doesn't like me, he's an asshole. I'm an whatever, I don't care, block, like take into account what people think about your stuff because you got to remember you're creating for an audience. You're not creating unless you are just creating for yourself. Typically, you're not just creating for yourself. You're creating for an audience. You're building for other people. You're trying to bring them value in either education or fun or just general content. Like it's an opportunity. Um, yeah, it's an opportunity to learn and progress and refine. And that's something that everybody should be doing on a consistent basis, right? Look over your posts, right? And say, hey, why did my post do shitty? Don't just sit there and beat yourself up and say, "Oh, my post was terrible. Ah, I'm never gonna make it. Ah," like, like look at it and say, "What did I do wrong? If I didn't do anything explicitly wrong, what could I have done better?" Because that gives you the options to, like, it gives you insight into what you should be doing. Um, but yeah, on that note, it's 11:57. I am shot. I still have like another 2 hours to be up and about, but I'm gonna end this because it's almost the hour mark. We're gonna wait the 3 minutes. I'm gonna do the drawing, and then we're gonna out of here. All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing the things that you guys produce. I'm looking forward to seeing your participation. I look forward to seeing you guys improve. And if you guys ever need help with any of that, you can always just ping me in quest discussions. And I will get back to you at some point. Like I can't promise I'll immediately be there to go, hey buddy, but I think yeah, I can at least support. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna rock this out. You guys have any questions, any comments, any thoughts, anything that like you wanna talk about mental wise or like reply guy wise or content wise or anything like that? This was just a quick run through today of the mental. The mental gets hard. I get my bouts of like I feel like I'm doing shitty on there. I need to do better. I get my bouts where like I need to fucking push because otherwise I'm not gonna make any money. I'm never gonna monetize my content. Like these are things that are normal, guys, and this happens at all stages. Like at this stage, I'm sitting here saying I need to monetize, I need to get bigger. Next stage will be, oh, I need to refine my content because my content isn't funny enough, or my content isn't like that. My content isn't trending the way I wanted to. Okay, Clover, having issues with being consistent, creating content, and just being normal. Social media is about being social, right? Yeah, and that's part of the problem. Like a lot of what you see on crypto Twitter is not what typical social media is. Yeah, but I think that's also why I tend to do better, bro. Because like when it comes to my content, I'm just me. I'm unapologetically myself when it comes to everything that I do. Like I don't compromise my personality. I don't compromise my principles. I'm me. That's one of the reasons why I don't do as well on social media. That's one of the reasons why I don't do as well streaming, because I'm me. I'm not going to be anybody else. I'm not going to be exactly how other people want me to be. Um, it's tough, man. But consistency's not as tough. Set an alarm, 1 hour a day, set a timer, and do a post or do a like round of reply guys or something to help boost your account. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Can I use this here? Yes, yes, I can. Oh, and it sends it to the log channel. That's cool. I didn't realize it did that. Nice that that's already built in. All right. What was it? Duck race. Duck race and sheets. All right. Open. Let's get these ducks quacking. Let's get these ducks quacking. The bot's going pretty decent actually. I'm back down on the lower tier plan because I couldn't afford the $100 a month plan this week. This month. So yeah, it's gonna be a little slow again. But we've got the profile system up and running. Go set up the profile. We have XP. XP's getting rewarded now. There's restrictions, and I'm not telling you guys what the exact restrictions are. But if the post is too short, then you you don't get any credit, right? So yeah. All right, let's get this going. We're going to freeze this. All right. All right. So there we go. The Yeah, no, that's gonna be a super big help. And I'm gonna be developing like a system for automatically checking the addresses and stuff to make sure people aren't gaming shit. Ugh. You'll see, guys. You'll see. It's gonna be an interesting setup. We're gonna make this server great again. Take a page out of MAGA's book. All right, guys, we're ready. We're steady, and we're gonna quack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see who's going to take the first win of the day. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Sam, Victoria, Kim to Yet, an Asian guy all up front. We've got Marimo and Arshmallow pushing up from the rear. Mimo's pushing up too. Who's going to take it? And it's Marimo. Congratulations, Marimo. Um, Marimo, let's get you tagged here real quick. That bang. All right. Next up, ready, steady, and quack. Let's go. I have no idea who Marimo is, but Marimo was here, and they were here for over 40 minutes, I think. So, yeah, Marimo, yes, over 40 minutes. Marimo got a win. Let's see who's next though. See Clover up front. We've got Sam pushing up. We got Day coming up, and it looks like the Russian Duck has won. Dai is in the game for the winnings. Let's go. All right, at Dai. Um, wait, let me just search it here. Uh, there we go. Cause ducks are slow, bro. Oh, hold on. And let's go. Last but not least, ready, steady, and quack. 25 seconds on the board. Bunch of people up front, but who's going to make it? Nobody knows. There goes Donald Duck pushing to the back. Who's going to come flying forward, though? Oh, look. Jay's coming for it. but I think Victoria's too fast for that, and it looks like she is. It looks like Victoria wins. Open a ticket. Hold on. I'm typoing. You don't have a ticket open or profile. Head to select a role to set up your profile and open a ticket. All right, there we go. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. All right. On that note, I am going to end the live. I'm shot today. I'm going to go get some food. I got another meeting soon. And then I'm probably going to get a couple hours of sleep because, woo, I am shot right now. But keep grinding, guys. If you need help, ask me. Ask in Quest support channel. That's your best bet. Um, especially around anything content related. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here and participating. I look forward to seeing you guys for tomorrow's DGens Den. We're gonna go over some other topics there for like strategy and stuff like that. And I look forward to seeing you there. We've got I think almost 4 events this week, so there's gonna be a lot to do. There'll be a lot to go over. Um, yeah, but yeah, thanks again, guys. I'm going to end this live now. Remember, if you like what you see, if you have fun hanging out and listening to me yap, you can always come be a friend. www.discord.gg/CJN friends. That is the community I am currently moderator. Well, not really moderator, but yeah. Um, so Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Come be a friend. Come hang out. Come have fun. Come participate in